Hi, everybody. This is Kathy here. Yes, I do have a cold, and I guess some people might say, but I'm going to say it's a croup, which is a virus that affects the larynx. Like you have a sore throat, you might have a temperature, you might not. I don't. You have a runny nose. Yes, I have a runny nose. So I could say it's a sinus infection or a cold or whatever. But I mean, I'm not scared because I feel like being an ex-nurse, like I said before, I can take care of myself. But more than that, maybe I can help everybody here because I'm not afraid, and because God is going to do what God is going to do. So, but in the meantime, just be calm. Just take care of a cold. What do they say? Starve the fever, feed a cold, something like that. Whatever. You guys can tell me what that is. But what I have been doing is drinking fluids. I need to drink some more water. Having warm liquids, maybe like a coffee or a tea, something like that. It's always worse for me in the morning. They say it could be worse in the morning or in the evening, a croup. I also have been doing treatments to myself because I do have a nebulizer at home. So that's like one of these PEEPS pipes. I don't know if you've ever seen anybody breathe into them in the hospital. It's like, and it blows out like a mist. That's basically a gigantic inhaler for anyone that wants to know that. And so I've been doing a couple of those. And I also, probably why I have marks on my face all the time, is I have oxygen at home. So I'm pretty sad as far as that goes. And if, whatever will be, will be. So the other thing that I want to talk about today is about being a Catholic. This might be distracting. I'm a Catholic. I'm not scary. I am a Christian. I follow Christ. That's the bottom line of that. And I love Christ. I'm not just, I'm in love with Christ. I love everything about Christ. I can't wait to see him either. Jeff Byerly says that a lot, and I feel like, oh my gosh, I would love to meet Jesus. And I would love to see his library, and I would love to read all those books that they had. And maybe, too, I can have a lifetime to do it. It's going to be my phone ringing. Everything's distracting right now, so, but I just wanted you to know that we do the same as you. We love Christ. That's the bottom line of that. We are just regular people, just like everybody else. All those things you see, like us getting up and down and up and all that kind of stuff. Well, a lot of times we just follow the priest. It's not all that. But right now there's a big fight in the church, the Catholic Church, and woohoo, I'm glad about that. And many, many of us are glad about that because years ago when I was in school and stuff like that, they used to do the Mass in Latin. I remember it being in Latin. I can't remember how to say it, but I do remember the time I could say it. And so there's a lot of young people that want to hear the Mass in Latin, which is really cool. And another thing that is coming up is that we Catholics really don't believe in Pope Francis. Many, many, many of us do not believe in Pope Francis and that he should be out of there. What is he propelling here? Like, for one thing, he's propelling climate change. All right, let's be honest here. We believe that God made us, Adam and Eve, out of clay and blew breath into our nostrils. And then we became a soul, a body and spirit, and that together has created a soul. That is us. So we do not believe if it was climate change, then that would mean that God is angry. And if you're seeing the floods and the earthquakes and all that, they are not just going on for no reason at all. They're going on because this is a climax to things, because the plagues are coming back. The plagues are like locusts. He's done that. Turned the water to red. I don't know if in Florida it's turned red, but I know they had the blooms down there. And I know it was killing fish, and I know you couldn't drink the water. What else has he done? Yeah, I don't think I've seen frogs yet. Somebody can let me know about that. And I hope I never see the last plague come to fruition ever, ever, ever. I'm not even going to say it out loud. But a lot of these things that have come to pass have been plagues, I believe. And I think that they are just going to be escalating. But I guess what I want to say to everybody, bottom line, is please, 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 just be at ease and be calm. Because when God comes and he splits that sky wide open from this side to that side, you're going to know it. And you're going to see just how much of an ant you are. If you see stars falling from the sky, some of us may see that, which would be terrifying. It could be the devil come back. He is supposed to be pretending he is either our Lord, or he could be pretending to be a saint, or he could be pretending to be Mary, the mother of God, whoever he wants to pretend to be. But he is not coming through that crack in the sky with horses and his angels on the horses ready to take him. No, he's not going to be able to do all that, because he's nothing. He's Zippo in our world. God is the main finale here. So I just wanted to say that, since someone shared the other day about different things in the sky, I have a lot of pictures of that, and I'm going to try to show them to you. I had to go get my phone for a second, but can you see that? That is the way the sky looked out here just 2 days ago. I mean, it really was like all these parts down here were coming up into the sun, and the sun was making that big ray up and down, and then would go across. It's the craziest looking thing. And then on the other side what was on the other side? While the sun was out, there's the moon. Yep, so we got to see the sun and the moon at the same time. I mean, it was just, crazy. Also, too, getting back to being Catholic, which is just following Christ, like I said again, Pope Francis has already made these people from the Amazon to come in with a Pachamama, which is some kind of fertility goddess, which is, that is an idol. And we do not worship idols. That's in the 10 Commandments. And everyone got very angry about that. And luckily, some young man went really on the lawns and took it and threw it off a bridge into a river. So we were all like, yay, good job. That's something else Francis had done. Because in reality, if we really wanted the Amazonian people to come into the Catholic faith, well, then what we would do is teach them our ways, show them the Bible, tell them about Jesus and the cross. That's the way you would do it. You wouldn't have them come to us, Catholic, people, and show us their idol, who they worship, and then teach us about that. It's kind of a little bit backwards. And also for Francis, his new thing too is that he wants to build 3 churches, one for the Jewish people, one for the Muslim people, one for the Catholic people, Christian people, all together on the same plot. And it's just these huge look like Greek temples, 3 of them. And nobody in the Catholic Church says we want that. Absolutely nobody. Nobody has said we wanted Pachamama. Nobody has said we have to go to everybody and say everything about climate change. No Catholics have done that. Only Pope Francis has done this with his little clique of people, little priests, little people that follow him around, possibly little gay bishops or whatever. I don't know. The Catholic Church, the people in the Catholic Church are totally against those priests that are gay and hurt children. That is totally wrong. And instead of Francis trying to, shuffle them here, shuffle them there, whatever, we're saying get them out. Get them out of our church and prosecute them. That's what should be happening. So, on that light note, I'm going to say don't put any money in those collection baskets because that money is not going to Catholic schools because Catholic people, parents, can't even afford Catholic schools. Our church should be able to afford Catholic schools for everybody, considering all the money that we're putting in those collection baskets that, Pope Francis wants to build huge Greek temples with and everything that we don't even want. So, don't put it in there. If you want to give to the poor, go and give to the poor. It's getting to be about like that. I mean, the only thing you have to do to be a Christian is to follow Christ, basically. Follow the 10 Commandments. Follow Christ. Believe in Him. Believe that He is real. Believe in God. And that's about it. And then as far as your whatever goes, just treat your cold and don't get so upset, okay? I love you all. Bye.